All right, welcome on in everyone to this episode of First CSP, the channel dedicated to bringing you the first council shoulder patch issued in each council from Scouting America, both past and present. Today we're going to take a look at Northwest Suburban 751, also out of Illinois. This was originally chartered in 1926 and existed all the way up until 2015 when it merged with Calumet, Chicago area, and Des Plaines Valley to form Pathway to Adventure 456. Now, in the more recent guides, you're going to see that the first issue was separated into two variations, the T1A and the T1B. That actually is uh, a simplification from previous collecting guides where they had it broken into three different variations, T1A, B, and C. Essentially what they've done is taken the older guides classification of A, B, and C, they've merged together A, B, that is the new A, and the former C is now listed as a B. We have the older classifications and we have the patches to be able to show you the A, B, and C, so we're going to do that now on the channel. Let's head on over to the patch table. So here we have Northwest Suburban's T1A. This is defined with its gold border, dark red background, gold fleur-de-lis, white name. Specifically, the patch is a little bit on the short side, so it's only 51 millimeters from top to bottom, and then is approximately 132 millimeters from left to right. So it's going to be a little shorter than the B and C, but it's going to be a little longer left to right. When we take a look at the back, this is a gauze cloth back. It's not always the case that the cloth back ends up being the oldest, but in this case, it does happen to be true. We'll leave this one up here. The most difficult to differentiate, in my opinion, are going to be the old A and then B, because they're really defined by their color. So they say that this is going to be dark red, and they say that this is going to be red. And actually, for a while in our collection, we had them reversed in what we considered to be the A or the B, and then we went back to the measurement, and you can see this one is definitely quite a bit taller, and that's going to be the 53 millimeters. So that's going to help designate. Also, when we use context clues with the B and C, they are going to point to the fact that this second patch is going to be the T1B. You'll note this does have a plastic back. Like I said, sometimes that'll tell you it's a later issue, but sometimes not. But it does have white lock stitching. The white lock stitching, which also will show through on the front as kind of a white line along the border, is also mirrored in the production of their T1C, which has a red-orange background. So the first one has gold lock stitching. You don't see any white line. The T1B has the white lock stitching, which shows through as a white line on the front border. And then when we get to it, the T1C, which is the red-orange and definitely sticks out, also uses that white lock stitching. So if we flip this over, again, you're going to see that white lock stitching and the same style plastic back as the B. So that's where the manufacturing went to in order. They started with this cloth and then moved to this, a very similar, and in my opinion, sometimes this looks like a darker red to me. But based on our context clues, we do believe that this is going to be your T1A. This is your T1B. And then I'll just put the C over the B. And then the C is going to be this red-orange. They all have the gold border. They all have gold fleur-de-lis, white name. They do also list on the T1B that the white name is a thin white name. That also supports the fact that this is going to be your B and this thicker lettering is going to be your T1A. So there they are, the T1AB and then C over here on the top for Northwest Suburban. We do hope that that helps you with your identification for Northwest Suburban Council. Or if you're just here because you find First CSPs interesting, we hope you've enjoyed that content as well. We'll be back again tomorrow with another new episode. And remember, you can catch any of our back episodes anytime you like on the channel, 24/7 on YouTube. Feel free to share and enjoy. I want to thank everybody for stopping in. We'll be back tomorrow. Until then, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.